What's up, y'all? I'm 1000. I'm an artist from Seattle, Washington, and today I'm painting a jean jacket. Had somebody hit me up, said they wanted one. The person who commissioned me for this said they wanted the theme to be Kill Bill, so that's gonna add another interesting layer of how I can interpret that in my style. Tarantino is one of my all-time favorite directors. That'll be super fun. Jean jacket customization. Also, I'm gonna be trying out this for the first time. It's GAC 900. It's a heat set fabric paint medium, so you mix this in with your paints, heat set it, and apparently it's supposed to make it softer. I love trying new stuff, and hopefully it doesn't all end in giant burning failure, and it goes quite well. So I'm gonna paint a jacket. Hopefully you're gonna watch. Check it out. Alright, so I'm using this GAC 900. The instructions say to mix 1 part paint to 1 part of this medium. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm using the Golden brand fluid acrylics. I picked out Hansa Yellow Opaque for the base layer of that sort of Kill Bill yellow. First thing I noticed is this medium thins out your paint a lot, so it's like way less opaque and way more thin. So I knew immediately I was gonna have to do a ton of layers on this yellow. So that's drying. You're supposed to heat set it. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to heat set it between each layer that I do, or if I'm supposed to heat set the whole thing at the end. So I'm gonna let it air dry for a little bit, and then I'm gonna use the blow dryer to like kind of heat set it, because let's see, directions: mix 1 part GAC 900 to 1 part Golden Acrylic colors. I already did that. Allow to dry completely, and then heat set as follows: iron 3 to 5 minutes, medium heat. Heat press 1 and 2 minutes, 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Close dryer 30 to 40 minutes on high. Always test for your application. Apply above 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Clean with soap and water. I have an iron here. I guess between each layer I could heat set it, but I think I should blow dry it and like paint it, and then when it's all completely done, I'll like do the heat setting instructions that it says on the bottle. So that's what my plan is. Experimentation. Layer 3. You idiot! All right, so I ironed it on high for about 5 minutes. I blow dried it for a super long time, all throughout the painting process. And this is like my 4th jacket that I've painted, and I will say that, and it's the first time I've used the GAC stuff, the fabric medium, and it is still got some stiffness to it from the acrylic, but it is like a lot more flexible than the other jackets that I've painted. The other jackets are like a freaking turtle shell on the back, like just super hard. This still has some bend and some give to it, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna try and sketch out my piece here and then paint it. We'll see how that goes, because I still am just thinking about how I'm gonna approach this. Paint a jacket! So I sat down with a paper and a pencil and just kind of started sketching out Uma Thurman's character from Kill Bill. They wanted her in her yellow jumpsuit, so I was like, might as well do that. And then I tried to use these paint markers to sketch out my design straight onto the jacket, freehanding it, but I was having like a really hard time sketching on the fabric with the paint marker. Like, I was having a hard time seeing the color that I chose, and the fabric was like, it was so rough and like not working too good. So then I switched over to using this Sorol transfer paper. I laid that down, cut it to size, taped down my drawing, and used a ballpoint pen to just transfer the original sketch that I made so that it would be a little bit easier. It didn't transfer super well onto this fabric, but it transferred well enough to where I had kind of like a rough road map where I could kind of fill in the blanks and just kind of get my drawing onto the jacket. I took my acrylic paints, and then I would take like a little bit of the GAC 900 and mix it in. Like each time I mixed a new color, I wasn't mixing like full jars of it, and this stuff makes it spread on nice and smooth. It makes it thinner and less opaque, but it makes it like go across the fabric a lot easier than just paint straight out of the bottle. Yeah, it was kind of nerve-wracking to paint onto this jacket because the client only sent me one, so like better do a good job the first time, because I don't want to go buy another jacket if I mess it up. I was noticing there was a whole lot of yellow going on in this painting, so I used mostly yellow ochre and white for her blonde hair, and I used mostly Hansa yellow opaque for her jacket, so that there would be some differentiation between her blonde hair and her yellow jacket. I also, halfway through, kind of noticed that I painted her eyes brown, and then I googled Uma Thurman's eye color, and she actually has blue eyes, so I changed that. I painted a few jackets before, and this GAC 900 stuff is actually pretty awesome. It just takes a lot longer to dry, and also, I guess it has some pretty toxic stuff in it, and you shouldn't really be in like a small room breathing it in while you work with it, but of course, that's exactly what I did. Now I'm getting to the point where most of the colors are kind of getting close to where I want them to be, and I start adding in the black line art and all the details. This is when it really kind of starts to come to life for me. Most of the time, all the beginning stages of a painting are like super boring, and I'm just like, oh, is this gonna not be good? And then once that I get to the details and the line art and like cleaning up everything, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, this is about to be dope. Painting jackets is super fun. It's like, you know, you're painting a real painting, but then it gets to go and like exist and walk around out in the world. So that's super cool to me. Then I had to add in these like blood splatters because Kill Bill is gangster AF, and the bride is a straight up badass. And then I wanted to add in these like Japanese letters. I was kind of inspired, like I wanted it to look like the Japanese movie poster for Kill Bill. Maybe the top part says revenge, because this movie's all about revenge, and the bottom words are Kill Bill. That's what they say. Alright, so I finished the jacket. Now I just need to heat set it on high in the dryer, 30 to 40 minutes. I'm gonna turn it inside out so that, I don't know, so it doesn't get tumbled around too much. All right. Put that in the dryer. Turn that on, high heat, 40 minutes. Here goes nothing. Wait, why won't it start? Chelsea! How do I start it? It's just blinking. Oh.
It says hold the start.
Thank you! Alright, we'll let that dry. Alright, the time has come. Hopefully it made it. I threw some towels in there for added protection. Chaqueta. Unbutton this. Oh my, oh no.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Why? What's that? You scared me.
Yeah. Kill Bill denim jacket. Pretty good. Well, that was super fun. Painting denim jackets is really rad. I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you maybe try painting your own clothing or customizing something. Thanks for watching my video. Please leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe, ring the bell if you want to be notified exactly when a video comes out. You can support me on Patreon if you want to. We're doing all kinds of behind the scenes stuff, talk a little bit more about the business of art. There's all kinds of cool stuff over there. There's a link in the description if you want to check that out. Also, do you guys like awesome learning for free? Do you guys like supporting YouTube channels like this one, especially this one? Well, this video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is a super awesome online learning resource. There's tons of tutorials about everything: drawing, painting, watercolors, digital art, fishing. I don't know if fishing's on there, but there's like tutorials on everything. There's a link down in the description where you get 2 free months of Skillshare. Every person that signs up for their 2 free months, they're also going to help support this channel. So if you want to learn for free, support this channel, and just be a general, sweet, awesome, chill person, check out the link in the description. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Peace out. Actually, I'm going to try on this jacket. Hey guys, you like my new jacket? It's a little snug.